In this video, we'll be looking at this Meco Eleverde vacuum cleaner and air duster. They did send this in before review, but as always, that does not affect our opinion in any way. So as you can see, this is just the box that it comes in. This is in the color light gray, but apparently they also have gray purple and a black green, but we do just have the light gray color here today. So this is just the box that it comes in, and inside the box here we do have this nice carrying case for keeping everything together. Let's go ahead and open it up here. So within this carrying case, we do have a bunch of different accessories as well as the device itself. First, we have a user manual. There's another little carrying case for this if you prefer not to use the hard case and want this soft one instead. Also just nice for keeping all your accessories together if you're not going to be using this actual case. Then inside here, it looks like we have a USB-C to USB-A cable for charging the device itself. We have some additional little accessories here. This is actually like a keycap remover tool. We have some brushes here just for some additional cleaning. The little precision one, and then two kind of bigger ones. And then finally we have some tweezers as well in case you get something really stuck in the vacuum. So then inside here we have a tube. So this connects to the vacuum, which allows you to kind of use another hand to get to some more harder to reach areas. Next we have the actual unit itself here. Look more at this in a second. Next we have some accessories for the blower part of it, so if you want to have some more precision for where you're dusting and all that, then that's what those are for. We have another tool for the vacuum side, again just giving you kind of a wider surface area for cleaning. We have a replacement HEPA filter. There's already one in the unit itself, but this is an additional one. This looks like another tube for the blowing side, so it's nice that it has a little brush on the end of it. So you can actually kind of loosen up some extra gunk and stuff like this while air is coming out of this, just to help you get some additional cleaning, which is really cool. This looks like another vacuum accessory, so we can take off this brush here. And this should attach to the one side here like this. This attaches to the vacuum, and then this will be, of course, loosening up extra dust and stuff while the vacuum itself actually sucks it up. Finally, it looks like we have another blower accessory here, so this is just a longer one, a little bit less precise on this one, but again, just kind of helps you direct that air and get to more hard to reach places. Looking at the unit itself here, as we said earlier, we do have some buttons on the side here, a little LED light, and then we have the kind of Meco logo on the front here. All this is removable, so we can go ahead and remove this tank here if we want to. You're able to open it and clean out all of that, and it locks on pretty nicely like that with those indicators. Same with the back here, we can kind of take this off, and then you can go ahead and clean out anything in there and do all that. So nice, it is pretty modular and pretty removable, so that you can actually go ahead and clean out those different parts and replace the filter and do all that. So looking at the actual device, we do have a USB-C port on the back here for charging it. There are these two buttons here. This is for the LED light. If you tap it, you can see the LED light comes on. Then we have a button for controlling the power as well as controlling the power levels. So this will actually turn it on and change between a low, medium, and high setting. We can actually rotate this, which is nice. So right now it's kind of in the vacuum mode. Essentially, this is the dusting side and this is the vacuuming side. So you can actually rotate this handle here, and it will make it easier to use either side. So we'll go ahead and show you how to attach the different accessories, but it is nice that you're actually able to rotate this handle depending on which function you will be using. So we'll start with the vacuum side. As I said, you do have this kind of chamber here for collecting the dust and all that. We do have a built-in HEPA filter, so it is nice that it will be kind of collecting everything and not releasing the particles into the air. So just as an example, we'll attach one of the accessories here. This is simple as just kind of putting it into there. Now you can see we can kind of use it as a vacuum like this. Again, we have a bunch of different accessories. We can kind of show you this one as well. So using this tube one, for example. So it's as simple as pulling that one out, putting in this other one like this, and then we do have an extra little accessory that you can kind of hold this with one hand and really get exactly where you're trying to vacuum, which is really nice. So to show you the actual power of it, we'll just use it without any accessories, so we can go ahead and take this one off. To turn it on, as I said, you just kind of hold this button here. You'll hear it kick on. We can push this button to switch between the different suction levels. So we push it once, it will go to a medium, and again, it'll be on a kind of highest setting. So cycling between those is as simple as pushing this button, and when you're ready to turn it off, you just hold this button again. Leave it on the slowest setting. You can see it does doing a good job of suctioning here. We'll go ahead and kind of show you with this bag here. Pretty good level of suction here, and this of course can go up even higher, so not going to actually suck up the bag, but you can see it is a pretty powerful little vacuum despite being this small, and again this is on the lowest setting. It's also nice that it has a little rubber flap in here. I'm not sure if you could see, but when it is on, it is actually pulling that and kind of leaving it open, but then it closes, of course, automatically as soon as it stops sucking, so the extra debris and stuff doesn't just fall back out. So really nice feature to have there. But we'll go ahead and show you the other feature, which is, of course, the blowing and dusting side. So first you want to remove this here, just, of course, to have that be free to suck up as much air as possible without having to go through a filter. And essentially, it will still be acting as a vacuum on this side, but you will attach an accessory to this side, which of course will be blowing out air. So we can go ahead and rotate this around if you want to. Really depends on how you want to be using it. You can of course use it in either handle formation, but we'll go ahead and rotate it around for this. So to attach the accessory, we kind of just push it on here like this. Might want to rotate it around a little bit just to kind of play with it, but then we get it on here like that. And now it is ready to be on the blowing side. So again, this will still be sucking up air, but of course, because we removed that filter and all that, it'll have a lot higher throughput. We're just going to put this bag here again and then go ahead and power it on. So it is blowing a lot of air here right now. Same principle, is quite a lot louder on this blowing section, but we can go ahead and switch between even higher. There's a lot of air coming through here right now. We can go ahead and go like that. You can see how easily it blows that bag away. So a lot of power coming through here. It definitely gets a lot of dust and things like that. I especially like that it has the option of attaching different attachments. So for example, with this one, I think is a really nice one because you can actually kind of loosen up debris here while it's blowing out air, which will kind of blow it all around and get rid of it. So rather than just having this stagnant one just kind of fighting against the dust or whatever that might be a little bit stuck, this one actually loosens it all up and then kind of blows it away. So the combination of all the different attachments, the power of this device, and the fact that it's both a vacuum and a blower in one makes it a really good cleaning tool. It's very versatile. It's especially good for cleaning keyboards, which is why it includes that keycap removal tool, but also of course with car detailing or cleaning around your desk or office or blowing out computers, that sort of thing. It does a lot of different things. Of course, the attachments really kind of let you tailor it to exactly your use case. It of course won't have as long of a battery life as a much bigger vacuum, but it definitely does a really good job of just cleaning in general. You can choose to remove debris and stuff by blowing it out and then kind of use the other side of it to vacuum up the mess you made. So it is a really versatile tool and definitely especially good for cleaning electronics and doing all that. So overall, it's a really solid tool that makes cleaning a lot easier and I highly recommend it.